The public chaos surrounding Love Island's Huda Mustafa is no longer just typical reality TV messiness. TMZ just leaked multiple security camera angles of her creeping around a secure parking garage. She is pacing, staring at her phone, and actively trying to infiltrate a private apartment complex. For context, this is the exact residential building belonging to Nicole. If you need a refresher, Nicole is the ex-girlfriend and baby mama of Huda's former partner, Louis Russell. The entire internet is losing its collective mind over this surveillance tape. The narrative has officially shifted from standard influencer gossip to an actual celebrity stalking investigation. Huda is currently acting completely unbothered online, while her remaining reputation faces total public destruction. But there is a massive hidden twist regarding why this footage leaked right after a judge dismissed their case. Let's unwrap the official receipts because this timeline is getting completely out of hand. To fully understand this absolute disaster, we have to look back at how it started. The public madness technically kicked off in February when Nicole filed a temporary restraining order in California. The initial allegations sounded so incredibly unhinged that fans originally assumed the leaked paperwork was fake. According to official Los Angeles court documents, Huda allegedly touched down at LAX and immediately began spiraling. Nicole claimed Huda spent 12 straight hours sending terrifying text messages threatening to jump off high-rise buildings. The leaked screenshots showed Huda swearing on her own daughter's life that she would end everything. Then she allegedly tracked Louis down to Nicole's exact residential building and booked a late-night Uber. Nicole stated in her filing that she was in absolute fear for her personal safety. She was also terrified for the life of her young son, whom she shares with Louis. Anyway, the released texts prove Huda did not stop at sending unhinged digital threats. She allegedly texted Louis a direct screenshot of her active Uber ride showing his baby mama's home address. A few minutes later, she sent a follow-up photo confirming she was standing outside the front doors. When Louis refused to answer his phone, Huda allegedly forced her way inside the building uninvited. She then took a deadpan selfie from inside the building's emergency stairwell to prove she bypassed security. The accompanying text message read, quote, "I am knocking on every single door until I find you." She explicitly told Louis that he was driving her crazy and causing her pure mental torture. It is the kind of evidence that usually signals an immediate end to a relationship. But like I said, the most bizarre part of this February drama was the actual reaction. Huda and Louis did not break up after the emergency stairwell incident became public knowledge. Instead, they decided to post a united front on Instagram to actively manipulate public perception. Huda claimed the internet rumors were completely false and that her legal teams were handling it. Louis doubled down on the damage control by posting a story of them together. His caption literally called her his queen, while she faced active domestic stalking allegations. It was a textbook PR stunt designed to save their remaining brand deals and corporate sponsorships. They chose to protect their public images instead of addressing the massive behavioral red flags. Now let's talk about how fast that fake reality TV relationship completely imploded. Last month, the couple released a joint statement through TMZ officially announcing a mutual split. The statement claimed they decided to part ways after taking time to reflect on their separate futures. Huda told media outlets she is focusing all her energy on being a mother and her music. Louis claimed he is strictly focusing on being a great father and pursuing separate business endeavors. They politely asked fans for privacy while they navigated the next chapter of their lives. It was the most generic, copy-pasted breakup announcement possible for two reality TV stars. The PR cleanup crew clearly wrote every single word of that joint statement. The plot thickened significantly when the restraining order case returned to court on June 5th. Everyone following the drama expected a massive legal showdown between Huda and Nicole over the stalking allegations. Instead, neither party bothered to show up for the scheduled morning hearing in Los Angeles. Because nobody appeared to move the prosecution forward, the judge legally dissolved the temporary restraining order. The entire case was dismissed simply because Nicole failed to show up with her private attorney. The internet immediately assumed the drama was officially dead, buried, and settled for good. Huda's fans started celebrating online, claiming she was entirely vindicated from the crazy allegations. And then the security footage dropped. TMZ suddenly published the surveillance video showing Huda sneaking around the complex garage on her phone. She is seen walking past security gates and trying handles to gain access to the main building. Huda did not issue a formal apology to her followers after the video leaked online. She immediately hopped on her Instagram stories to claim Nicole blackmailed her for quick cash. Her official reply read, quote, "I am glad you all blessed her with that $50K she needed so badly." She basically accused Nicole of selling the private residential security footage to TMZ for $50,000. It was a bold deflection tactic meant to turn herself into the victim of financial extortion. Naturally, the comment sections completely exploded with wild financial theories and targeted harassment. Fans rushed to Lewis's personal page accusing him of splitting the $50,000 with his baby mama. One comment joked about him feeling good with his $25,000 cut of the paparazzi money. Lewis shot back in the comments saying nobody got paid a single dime for the tape. He revealed the video was actually an official document pulled directly from the public court files. So the entire blackmail narrative was completely fabricated by Huda's team to deflect blame. The video was simply part of the legal discovery that became accessible to journalists. But here's the ultimate twist that Nicole just pulled off behind the scenes. The exact second the garage footage hit the internet, Nicole went straight back to the courthouse. She successfully filed motion paperwork to officially revive her dismissed restraining order request against Huda. This completely destroys Huda's narrative that the case was dropped due to false claims. Nicole is using the public viral outrage and fresh video evidence as direct leverage to restart the legal process. It proves she is dead serious about keeping Huda away from her residential property. The legal shield Huda thought she had has completely evaporated into thin air. Meanwhile, Huda is out here doing press junkets acting completely blind to the legal reality. She just dropped her debut single titled Bad Girls along with a high-budget music video. During a recent podcast interview, she bragged about being an incredibly ambitious go-getter who refuses to lose. She warned her haters that anyone preying on her downfall will ultimately end up failing. Imagine singing about being a bad girl while facing active stalking allegations in a California court. The level of delusion required to run a music PR campaign during a criminal harassment case is wild. Reddit threads are already calling her out for being completely detached from reality. Users are pointing out the hypocrisy of her promoting female empowerment while terrorizing another mother. Commenters are calling the new music video a blatant attempt to bury the bad search results on Google. It is a classic strategy used by influencers to distract their young audience from real-world consequences. But a judge cares about video receipts, not Spotify streaming numbers or catchy pop choruses. So what do you think about Nicole reviving the restraining order now that the tape is public? Is Huda genuinely dangerous, or is this just extreme clout chasing from everyone involved? Let me know in the comments below.